In this video, we will discuss the business applications and e-commerce timeline. Have you ever tried shopping through Lazada and Shopee? Have you ever used GCash and PayMaya in making and accepting payment? How about booking an online ticket? Have you ever tried bidding online? Have you ever tried making bank transactions over the internet? These are all business applications in e-commerce. And as advances in information and communications technology are made, the business applications of e-commerce continue to grow in scope even as they become more pronounced. In fact, e-commerce has become so essential and indispensable that traditional businesses are now compelled to maintain an active online presence just to keep up with the competition. Here are some more of the familiar business applications of e-commerce, like online shopping, wherein buying and selling of goods on the internet is the most common example of e-commerce. Sellers put up storefronts which serve as cyber retail outlets, where online buyers can browse and purchase products. This mode of selling is known as electronic retailing or e-tailing. It typifies the B2C business model of e-commerce. As an example of such a platform is the bikerringshop.com, an online biker ring store from Thailand. You don't have to live in this country to get one of the products this store sells. Global coverage is one of the major benefits of online shopping. Next is electronic payment. Of course, e-commerce cannot work if there is no mechanism for making and accepting payments. There are big online businesses today whose sole purpose is to act as gateways that process payments for purchased goods. These gateways validate the sale by making sure that the seller gets the money before the product is shipped. On the other hand, buyers are spared the bothersome task of writing and mailing checks. There are different types of electronic payments, such as credit or debit card payments, prepaid card payments, bank transfer, e-wallet, cash, and mobile payments. Next is the online auctions. Online auctions empower virtually everybody to participate in and benefit from e-commerce. These electronic auctions are not only readily available and user-friendly, but also has the potential to reach a very large group of buyers and sellers. This is e-commerce made easy. All the tools and facilities needed to trade goods and are already in place, which is particularly helpful for the sellers, while the buyers, meanwhile, are given control over the process of price discovery. They bid among themselves to determine how much a product should be worth. Many of them find this more interesting than the usual online shopping. We also have internet banking. Bank transactions had been conducted electronically long before the internet was invented. Even then, there existed telecommunication networks through which funds were wired or instantly transferred from one financial institution to another, no matter how far apart they were. But those networks were constrained and not accessible to the public. Internet banking changed that. An entire gamut of banking services has been made available online. With internet banking, people can monitor accounts, transfer funds, pay bills, download statements and forms, file loans requests, enroll in investment programs, and conduct other financial transactions. There are advantages and disadvantages of internet banking. Of course, convenience is the major advantage of online banking. While for a novice online banking customer, using systems for the first time may present challenges that prevent transactions from being processed. Next is online booking and ticketing. Just about any kind of ticket can now be booked online. Plane and train tickets, movie tickets, tickets to concerts and sporting events, hotel accommodations, restaurant reservations, even entire vacation packages can also be arranged online. Customers no longer have to stand in line at ticket counters or be kept waiting by overwhelmed phone operators. Do you believe that the business applications discussed are helpful? Is there any downside in using these applications? Why don't you type your answer on our comment section below? Now, let us discuss the e-commerce timeline. E-commerce was not always about the internet. Even during the 1970s, large companies were already transacting electronically using a networking technology called the Electronic Data Interchange or EDI. It facilitated the exchange of data like invoices, purchase orders, and shipping confirmations from one computer to another. Banks, in particular, have used electronic funds transfer or EFT to move huge amounts of money digitally. The electronic transfer were as good as making payments with hard, cold cash. Once money and payments had been digitized or reduced to a form that can be directly processed by computers, it became possible to transact using credit cards, automated teller machines, and telephone banking. This became the trend during the 1980s. E-commerce, although still in its infancy, became available to the public. Of course, it was the advent of the internet that revolutionized e-commerce. The internet is the biggest computer network ever built, transcending even national boundaries and accessible to virtually everyone on Earth. Equipped with an infrastructure that allowed fast connection and standard and secure protocols for data exchange, the internet has inevitably created an efficient, vibrant market, and that is as big as the planet itself. In 1979, Michael Aldrich, a British innovator, built the first platform for online shopping. It is used as videotex. In 1982, France Telecom introduced Minitel, a similar videotex device. Besides making online orders, customers could also make train reservation, check stock prices, and chat with it. Minitel was a big hit. In 2009, the Minitel networks still logged 10 million connections per month. In 1987, the first online merchant account was created by Swag to help software developers sell their solutions. The US company became the first to accept online payments for electronic purchases. In 1990, Tim Berners-Lee, who wrote the first browser, a computer interface used to access the internet, wherein it paved the way for the birth of the World Wide Web, a network of linked hypertext documents or web pages as they are called now. This is the example, or this is the World Wide Web that was created by Tim Berners-Lee. In 1994, Netscape released the Navigator, a graphical browser that used an encryption system for secure online transactions, which led to an explosion in web use. Pizza Hut recorded the first internet sale. In 1995, Jeff Bezos launched what would become the largest online retailer, Amazon.com, in his garage. 1997, computer maker Dell became the first company to reap $1 million in internet sales. And in 1998, Google began as a research project by two Stanford students, Larry Page and Sergey Brin. In 1999, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled the Internet domain names are private properties. Napster, a peer-to-peer file-sharing website, was launched. In 2000, the dot-com bubble burst. 2002, PayPal, an online payment gateway, was acquired by eBay for $1.5 billion. In 2003, after 8 years, Amazon posted its first annual profit. FaceMash, the precursor to the social networking giant Facebook, was created by Harvard student Mark Zuckerberg. In 2006, Google bought video sharing website YouTube for a reported sum of $1.65 billion, while the downloads from iTunes, Apple's digital music retailer, surpassed the 1 billion mark. In 2007, broadband internet users in the US alone reached 200 million AdWords. That's Google's main advertising product, earned $21 billion in revenue. In 2009, Yahoo and Microsoft Bing joined forces to challenge Google's dominance in the search market. In 2010, Groupon, a group buying website, rejected a $6 billion acquisition offer from Google. While in 2011, GSI Commerce, which runs online shops for more than 500 brick and mortar businesses, was acquired by eBay for $2.4 billion. In the US alone, e-commerce sales reached $200 billion. In 1999, the term Web 2.0 was coined to describe what was then coming into view. A new generation of web applications like social networking sites, wikis, blogs, and video sharing sites. They revolutionized the way users share information and collaborate online. These and other technological advances encouraged the emergence of innovative trends which in turn are transforming the world of e-commerce. Group buying or collective buying, a new business model where prices are reduced when a minimum number of buyers make the purchase, is a very popular among online shoppers today. It gives retailer shoppers the benefit of buying wholesale by affording them discounted prices. At the same time, sellers gain from a quick turnover of their inventories. Another model that is gaining momentum in social commerce, which harnesses the power of social networking sites. Collaborative tools are provided so customers can help one another in generating product reviews and referrals, as well as forums and communities where other user-generated content can be posted and shared. Buying and selling of products or services can now be done through Facebook, for instance. It is known as Facebook Commerce or F-Commerce. Meanwhile, we also have private sample sale websites that have become the hottest area in online selling. The membership-only online shops offer sample sales that usually run 36 to 48 hours. The sample sales, the selling of sample merchandise like luxury goods, usually at bargain prices, but before they are distributed to local vendors, are impromptu. It is designed to give an illusion of exclusivity. Private sample sale websites target shoppers who crave for bragging rights but cannot afford it. Of course, these sites are not easily private, but they are open to anyone who cares to register. The revolution of e-commerce is driven not only by technology, but more importantly, it is fueled by how many people actually use it. And the extent with which they have embraced it is a part of their daily lives. In the past, the US and other industrialized countries have represented a significant portion of all e-commerce activities, but the balance is shifting. More and more people from the developing world are going online, led by China and India. They are the two most populous nations with a combined population of 2.5 billion people, and at the same time, they are also among the fastest growing economies in the world. Their rapid technological progress and increasing purchasing power will have a tremendous impact on the growth of e-commerce. The future remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, it is going to be very exciting. If you have questions about business applications and business timeline, please feel free to send me a message. Thank you.